In this sonic project, we're taking the traditional hand-powered helicopter and adding some sonicness, this foam helicopter body that really adds to the fun. And weighing in at only a few grams, the body adds a cool helicopter look without adding a lot of weight. Hey there, it's Richie with Sonic Dad, and you, my friend, are in my workshop, which is cool because we're about to build a really fun project. So, let's get started. Let's begin by marking and cutting a 1/4-inch hardwood dowel. I will give you a link to step-by-step instructions, graphics, and this cutting template at the end of this video. Now we'll use some 400 grit sandpaper to sand the dowel smooth, then spray it with a few coats of clear spray paint. The hard, smooth finish on the dowel makes a great bearing surface as the dowel rotates in the bushing. For the rotor blades, we'll be using a plastic RC airplane propeller with a 6mm through hole. I'll give you the part number and description in the printed instructions. You can buy these props for just a few bucks each. The hole in the propeller is just the right size for the dowel, giving us a nice snug fit. After pressing in the dowel, we'll add a thin bead of hot glue to secure the prop in place. To make the tips of the props safer for young helicopter pilots, we'll add foam on each tip. Cut a strip of adhesive back craft foam about 3/16 of an inch wide. Peel the backing and stick the foam to the bottom side of the tip with about a 1/16 of an inch of foam exposed. Now just wrap it up around the leading edge and even across the top like this. Now trim the foam flush with the trailing edge using a pair of scissors. Do the same on the other side and your foam tips are done. Now for the helicopter body, pick one of the 4 graphic designs and print it on a full sheet printer label. I like to add a strip of clear tape on the tail boom graphics to make the boom stronger. Cut out the 3 decals, then roughly cut around the body graphics. A 6x10-inch piece of dollar store foam board will be plenty of foam to make one helicopter. Peel the paper off of both sides of the foam board by starting on a corner. Peel the label backing and stick each graphic to the foam, and now we'll use an X-Acto knife with a new sharp blade to carefully cut out each piece. A glue stick will work well to glue the fuselage sides together by applying glue on both sides, then pressing them firmly together with the edges lined up and flush. Now we'll make room for the rotor shaft bushing by cutting through 1 layer of foam on each cut line, then flipping the fuselage over and cutting all the way through on the other cut lines like this. We'll make our bushing from a large convenience store straw that the dowel should fit inside loosely. Use the cutting template to mark the length and then cut with scissors. I like to use a permanent marker to mark the ends of the bushing black to make it look better. And now we'll attach the bushing to the fuselage with a thin bead of hot glue, then hold it in place centered while the glue cools. Apply another bead of hot glue and attach the rear fuselage piece on a flat surface like this. Then we can apply each fuselage decal to hide the bushing. Now it's time to stick the tail boom decal on with the edges lined up. Apply a thin bead of glue and attach the tail boom centered on the fuselage. Add some black ink for the windshield and the body is finished. And now we'll need a retainer for the rotor shaft, and we'll make that from a plastic disposable pen tube. We'll cut off a piece about 1/4 of an inch long. Now slide the shaft through the bushing, then push on the retainer. We want about 1/4 of an inch gap between the prop and bushing so the shaft can spin freely. A small bead of glue will secure the retainer in place. And now that our helicopters are finished, let's go have some fun. This is my little nephew Ender. We're gonna have some uncle time flying helicopters. He loves airplanes and helicopters. Ready to fly it? Ready? You can fly your foam board helicopter in or outdoors, but if you fly outside, pick a soft surface like grass to fly over to keep from damaging your helicopter when it lands. Now let's get our helicopter in the air by placing the rotor shaft between our palms like this. Then move your hands quickly in opposite directions, left hand back and right hand forward. And just at the end of this sequence, spread your hands apart and let the helicopter begin to climb. This can be a bit tricky if it's your first attempt, but stick with it and you'll get the hang of it in no time. That's where the pilot's at. Are you ready? Here it goes. That was a good flight. You can download step-by-step instructions that include the graphics and templates by clicking on this link. And if you like this project, please subscribe to our channel and check out our other projects. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for the next Sonic project.
Ready to fly it? He's really shy. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Watch it. Oh, that was a bummer launch.
Thanks for watching. If you've liked what we're doing, go ahead and click here to subscribe to the channel.
And click here to visit sonicdad.com.